Good morning. What is going on, YouTube? Back with another video, and today seems to be a very sunny and warm day in Helsinki, and it feels like an eternity. We definitely waited so long. It's only in the middle of July that we get a very warm day. I had my breakfast outside. Unfortunately, I couldn't really film it. But I'll show you the other meals. So breakfast out, but the lunch, dinner, and I feel like I have depleted all the energy sources in my body, and I just felt weird a little bit yesterday. So today we're bumping up the calories, or like let's say the carbs for the day. Actually, I need to hydrate properly, so I'm going to show you what I take in the morning, usually with my breakfast. So here we got a big water bottle, and I usually take my collagen, peptides, supplements, multivitamin, and creatine with this guy. Yeah, well, I have a cute little funnel which I can use to pour. I don't know. To put the supplements, the powders. But I only need to use it with like this collagen. And then we're going to go. So I've increased actually. So I've been seeing a lot of people talk about the fact that creatine absorption in the brain is actually through the powder form is not really efficient, let's say. So you can go as much, you can take as much as 10 to 15, is it grams? 10 to 15 grams. Oh, 3 grams of creatine per scoop. So, all right, so I think I'm gonna bump up my creatine. This is Optimum Nutrition creatine. I think it's like 3 grams of creatine per scoop. So this is like 9 grams. If it's 3 grams, it's really bad. Yep, that is true. 3.4 grams of creatine. So I've been thinking of increasing my creatine intake to like 15 grams per day. So we're going with 4 freaking scoops. 4 scoops today. And then you're supposed to take 3 scoops of this Athlete Stack, which gives you all the vitamins that your body needs. And I'm going to be sipping on this. I'm kind of hungry, to be honest, a little bit, even though I had a much bigger breakfast than I normally do. But I'm still hungry, but I walked, I don't know how many, let me check how many steps because normally I walk like 6,000 to 7,000. I've been walking like 7,000 steps, 7,000 steps per day. But I've already walked like 10,000 steps. That is pretty damn good. I take it. A lot of calories burned. I actually ended up starting to play Valorant, literally the first game. So I think that's how I'm going to start the day. But I'm going to be playing for like maybe an hour or so. And then I'll get to cooking and maybe some video editing and stuff later. But yeah, see you guys later.
let's find me my snacks.
Take a close up for the thumbnail.
First, it's my turn.
Okay, so I'm back. So it is time to make dinner. I'm having salmon. So right here, let me place the camera. I've already made rice from yesterday, cooked rice. And let's see what's inside this beautiful, cute little package. How do you make your salmon? I just put some olive oil, salt, pepper, and that's pretty much it. Like there's really, it's not really rocket science. We've got, before I forget, 180 grams of cooked rice and 140 grams of cooked salmon. I don't know, man. I look forward to the end of my diet. I started the diet when I was 82 kilograms, and I think I'm about 73 kilograms at this point. So I've lost 9 kilos. It's really interesting that in the beginning I thought my diet is only going to last for like 8 weeks, maximum 12. But like you'll be surprised when you actually start dieting. You actually start cutting, and you'll see that you have a lot more fat than you originally thought. And I know, like, I'm already pretty tired. Like, this is the fifth month, and I really want to, like, bump up my calories so that I can push harder in the gym. This cutting phase was so hard, and it took so long that I am not going to do another bulk, right? Bulking or dirty bulking is not how I do it, but I'm thinking to do more of a gain-tain approach. So I'll calculate my maintenance calories and I'll eat that much, but I won't take into account my walking. So I walk at least 6,000 steps. So that will probably put me in a slight deficit, and I'll do cardio now and then, you know. So technically I'll be in a deficit, but that's fine because then I can just go and live my life. I can go out with my friends. If I want to have a cinnamon bun, a burger, fries, I can have it, you know, and I won't care that for that specific day I'm like above my maintenance calories, because then I'm compensating in other days, you know, for the rest of the week. Obviously, I won't be drinking or like partying. So it's going to be very controlled, but I want to live my life. You know, I want to go out, I want to meet my friends and do whatever, right? But in a very controlled manner. So that will automatically put me in a sort of like, by the end of the week, I'm still hitting my maintenance calories, and I had my fun. You know, I'm still measuring everything. And when I go out, I don't want to think about like the calories and macros and everything. I just want to be, you know, in the moment. So that's the approach that I want to take this year. So in this cut phase, I just don't want to think about anything. I just want to eat, like get up and meal prep and do the same thing every day. You know, that kind of eliminates. I think if you're the type of person who says, "Oh, I cannot have the same food every day," then I don't know. I think you gotta. It just makes it harder for you. Like for me, it's fine. I can have the same food every day. Um, that kind of eliminates a lot of the mental strain, right? Because you don't have to think and you don't have to like, okay, so here are my calories and macros for this specific meal, and like today I want to have this food or that food, and you have to kind of adjust it with those numbers. But if you have the same meal every day, I mean, I'm not saying that you should do it, but it's just easier, right? Because I still want to shoot content, I still want to do other stuff um, during the day, so I don't want to be like all about food and diet. Plus, it makes you tired if you're doing it over a long period of time. During this cut phase, I've been trying to add the vegetables because I used to skip them. Vegetables such as broccoli, Brussels sprouts, um, asparagus, what else? Because they help. I have some cholesterol issues, and they kind of help with cholesterol, especially because I'm having ground beef every day. It's really important that you consider all the micronutrients and everything. So yeah, avocado, healthy fats. I'm not skipping healthy fats anymore. Avocado, egg yolks, not throwing them away. I'm not getting like bottles of egg whites. I mean, the taste, you know, the eggs with the egg with the yolks are just like a lot better. You know, the taste is just a lot better, and those are healthy fats and healthy cholesterol, which are really important, which are the building blocks of cholesterol. So you should not be throwing them away. Those are really important. I mean, before sleep, it doesn't really matter when you take them. What else? Fatty fish, olive oil, the nuts, almonds, macadamia nuts, maybe one or two Brazil nuts. Those are pretty good. Peanut butter, maybe to some extent. It's not the healthiest source of fat, but still pretty good. I still have one more meal after this, but I just want to show this meal. I'm not sure if this is visible. Right there, cream of rice by trained by JP. It's a weird brand name, but it is what it is. So I'm going with two scoops of this cream of rice. I just want to show you how I make it, because like if you don't really know how to make it and you use it for the first time, it's very likely that you're gonna screw it up. You just have to, like, because it has a very strong artificial flavor to it. So you'd be wondering why does it taste like this? But there are a couple things you can do to mitigate. Cinnamon is the first thing. Go generous. Go really generous with the cinnamon. So I'm adding quite a bit. And you might notice from my voice, I'm a little tired, to be honest, today. I don't know. When you're dieting, when you're low on calories, I don't know, man. Life is just a little hard. And then I go with a lot of salt, right? Just very sweet. And then you make it salty at the same time. And then we go with protein as well. 1 scoop of protein right here. Cinnamon flavor protein. Cinnamon cereal, 1 scoop. You're gonna have to feed it water for as much as it takes, right? So the mistake I made first time I made this, right? First we're gonna mix the whole powder together, because otherwise you're gonna have clumps from the protein powder. So be careful with that. You're gonna mix it until it's like very consistent, because we don't want clumps. Protein, right? So okay, it's pretty consistent now. We're gonna add water now, quite a bit of water, a lot of water here. And it's just the cream of rice gonna absorb all of this water. You can see it's quite watery now, but wait for it. Really stir until I get the consistency that I desire. Fast absorbing carbs, fast absorbing protein in the form of whey. That's what I need right now to put me back in a good mood.
Well, I'm gonna send it to.
Yeah, but I think I just want to show you like the final results. It's like a custom mechanical keyboard that I've like built myself from scratch. And I'm like selling it for like less than half of the price, and one guy was like, that is it. Oh, do you see actually anything? Here it is. There you go. My cream of rice bowl with a mix of berries. Tastes really good. Low calories. Pretty good for bodybuilding purposes. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support, for the likes, for the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, so that I keep posting more and more content, and even like make it more interesting. I want to show you how I program, how I like program, what I do in the gym, how I go about designing the diet that I'm on and everything. So I'm planning to share all of these videos, share tips and tricks for doing the exercises. I'm just trying to explore what sort of content I want to put on social media, what is my niche and everything. So yeah, help me, just tell me, comment, whatever you like. It's gonna help me a lot figure out, what my niche is and everything. So yeah, I'm very tired, to be honest, and very hungry. I don't wait no more. So thank you again. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.